the show where there's so much to be gained. Get ready to be educated and entertained. When it comes to sports, there's no fooling around. Here's Ryan with his Real Sports Rundown.
Alright, welcome everybody to the Real Sports Rundown. I am your host, Ryan Gentile. Well, guess what, man? New nice little setup, some more decorations here, man. Trying to make this set look a lot more, I guess, colorful, lively with all the teams that I love to represent. You got your Tar Heels, your Astros, Texans, Rockets, Longhorns, you got all that stuff, man. But let's get right into the show. Alright, man, best team in the NFL right now. I mean, you got two undefeated. You got the Colts and you got the Saints, man. What else can you say about these guys? Both teams 8-0. Who would have saw this coming? I didn't see it from the Saints. The Colts, they do it pretty much every year, so we're really not that surprised about that, are we? Texans, barely lost a squeaker to the Colts, man, but, we won't get into that, man. It happens. You move on from what goes on. And a nice little stat that I heard is that the Colts are on pace to, let's see what we got here, to break the 49ers record for most wins in a decade. I believe it's the Niners from the 80s. It was one of those things I just heard in passing, so I don't know exactly the number or anything like that, but pretty big stat there if you're passing the 1980s 49er teams for most wins in a decade, man. That's pretty impressive. Mid-season report cards, man. Right now going through the NFC. Best team in the NFC, obviously the Saints, 8-0. Number 2, I'm going with the Minnesota Vikings. They're 7-1. Brett Favre is just revived that team. You got the best running back in football in Adrian Peterson, and you got one of the best defenses right now in the NFC, along with the Saints, and that's the Minnesota Vikings. Jared Allen, man, wrecking shop. He made Aaron Rodgers' life a living hell the 2 games they played against them. My third team, man, I know is the Dallas Cowboys. I know, guys, I know. It's the Dallas Cowboys, but I got to give respect where respect is due. Right now, they're probably the third best team. Still don't expect them to do too much, though, in the playoffs or even the rest of the season, so we'll have to wait and see how that goes. AFC teams, Colts obviously 8-0 still. They're number 1 in my AFC. Right now, my number 2, I got a 2-way tie, man. I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's right, Pittsburgh, Super Bowl defending champions, man. They're always good every single year. Don't underestimate Ben Roethlisberger. But in a tie with them, this is going to surprise some people. The Cincinnati Bengals. That's right, the Cincinnati Bengals are my second best team along with the Pittsburgh Steelers in the AFC right now. I mean, you cannot deny what the Bengals are doing. Cedric Benson has revived his career. Ochocinco doing his thing, which we'll get more to on him here in a little bit. But, you just got to give that. The Bengals are no longer the Bungles, at least this year. They're hitting on all cylinders. Third team right now is going to be the Patriots. I know a lot of people don't like the Patriots. I actually do. Tom Brady reminds me of Joe Montana. Right now, they are the third best team in the AFC in my mind. Texans lose a heartbreaker to the Colts. I mentioned it earlier, but their playoff hopes are still alive. I believe they're still the number 5 or number 6 team. They got a bye week this week, so hopefully they keep their momentum rolling even though they lost to the Colts, man. I'm telling you guys, they're going to the playoffs this year. Hopefully 10-6 will be their record. Also on a note, Larry Johnson got released from the Chiefs. Rumor is he might be coming to the Texans. News to the Texans, do not hire or bring on Larry Johnson. Don't be wrong, he was a great running back. He's no longer a great running back. And our O-line, I think we're doing just fine with what we got in Slayton and Moats. You can't beat those 2 guys. I think it's better if we just keep them around. Larry Johnson, bag us and some drama maybe coming our way if we bring him on. All right, man, NBA tipped off a few weeks back, man. So far, some teams, man, they're making some noise right now. Best teams, I'm going to go with the Boston Celtics and Miami out of the East, man. They're only 1 losses. They're so far so good with them. And also the Phoenix Suns and the LA Lakers are looking really good right now, but it's only 3 weeks into the season, so you can't really tell who the best teams are. There's a lot of flash in the pans early, and then they seem to fade toward the All-Star break, so we'll have to wait and see. My Houston Rockets, though, not off to a bad start. They're tied for first in their division with the Mavericks, who beat them down a couple nights ago. Yeah, I know, it's not so good. But, hey, the Rockets doing a great job. Aaron Brooks, Luis Scola, everybody doing a great job considering no T-Mac, no Yao, no Artest, who went to the Lakers. Good job, Rockets. Keep it up, man. I have faith in you guys. We'll be talking more about you as the season progresses. Allen Iverson, though, supposedly wants to retire because he's out of it. No, I think he's just pissed off. He signed with a crappy team in Memphis, and now all of a sudden he's coming off the bench and he's unhappy. Iverson, what did you think was going to happen? You signed with the Memphis Grizzlies. You could have went to any team and you signed with the Grizzlies. One of 2 things. Either you did it for the money or they were the only team stupid enough to sign you. Iverson, pull your head out of your you-know-what, come off the bench and be a role player. You are not the player you used to be, man. I got great respect for you. just stop doing what you're doing, man. Come off the bench and be a team player, be a role player, man, because that's what you are now. I hate when guys try to sit there and prolong their careers when they need to retire because they think they still got something left. Iverson, you do, but not in the form that you used to, man. So just retire, man. Get rid of it. All right, guys. NFL Week 10 picks. Right now, my record is 16-17 after I went 1-3 last week. All right, picks this week, guys. Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. I'm going... Whoo, man, my two teams that are tied for the second best team in the AFC, but, man, I love the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers in that one. We got Dallas at Green Bay, and we all know who I think I'm going to pick in this one. It's the Dallas Cowboys. Well, I'm just playing, guys. I'm going with the Green Bay Packers in that one. New England at the Colts, man. Great matchup. Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning. It's a rivalry this entire decade, man. It's gone back and forth, back and forth. Oh, man, this is going to be a tough one, but I'm pulling for the Patriots in this one. I need the Patriots to give the Colts their first loss. I know the Texans don't have a chance to win the division, but, hey, I'd still like to see the Colts go down. Division foe, I got to say it, man. So go Patriots. And then I got Philly at San Diego as my other pick. Philly is my team to go to the Super Bowl at the NFC. I'm going to have to start rethinking that, though, because they're not, they're doing okay, but I don't know if they're the team I thought they were going to be, so I'm going with the San Diego Chargers in that. So, San Diego Superchargers. That's right, I did the song. Okay. All right, guys, it's time for Quick Hits. Now, quickly, showing you the logo. Now, getting rid of the logo. All right, MIcheal Bourn wins his first Gold Glove. Congratulations, MIcheal Bourn. Round of applause. Congratulations, man. You deserve it. You had one hell of a year. Represent my Astros well, my friend. I appreciate it. News today. The New Orleans Hornets fired Byron Scott. Ooh, that's not looking so good out there in New Orleans. Mark McGwire, the Cardinals are trying to find a way to introduce him to the media. Ooh, Mark McGwire's your hitting coach. Probably not the best thing in the world that you could have done. And then also, Chad Ochocinco, if you didn't see this, tried to bribe a referee to not overturn a replay call. He had a dollar bill in his hand, but the referee was having none of it. He didn't even pay any attention to Ochocinco and just turned his back away, man. Very, very funny in that one. All right, guys, that's going to do it here for the show. Appreciate you guys watching. I hope you liked the new setup. Hope you enjoyed the highlight reel. Enjoyed the new video. We'll see you guys next week. Everybody have a great, great weekend.
You ready?
Sure.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Y'all ready for this? You need that song on your show. I bought this hat for your host here for Christmas last year.
She did.
He loves it.
I do. It's my favorite hat. I wear it all the time. Well, obviously not right now, but...
Educated and entertained. When it comes to sports, there's no fooling around. Here's Ryan with his real sports rundown.
I so fucking wanted to do this.
I know.
I was on the brink of
His eyes were filled with
not
water.
crying. Don't believe everything you see or hear.
Believe everything you see. If you see it in the, if you see it in real life, then believe it.
Sure.
But if you see it on TV or on the internet, don't believe it. But if MySpace says it, you know it's true.
Hey, nothing. Hey, you know what? If it's not on MySpace or Facebook, it ain't real. Stop being silly.
Isn't that the point of this?
Yes. We both do.
Now we both got our hats on.
Yeah. So much like.
Do it. I bought this hat.
She did buy that hat. It's my favorite hat too.
Hold on, I got it for you. Hold on, I'll tuck it in for you. I gotta put my pick down. There you go.
Ow!
Didn't hurt.
She's abusing me, people. You're witnesses.
There you go. Are you ready?
This is an everyday occurrence when it comes to us two. I know that was so silly, but I couldn't help it. I just had to.